Well, friends of Barça, welcome to this new video. A great video where I'll share and preview some content, the possible Barça lineup for tomorrow's match against Albacete, a quarter-final match of the Copa del Rey. And in it, Barça will be live today, starting an hour and a half before the match begins, with the pre-match coverage, the official lineup, and all the details so you don't miss anything. And today, Monday, we start the month of February, trying to figure out what Hansi Flick has prepared so that Barça can make it to the semi-finals. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, let's go over the possible Barça starting 11, against Albacete, with the fantasy people who, for now, are lining up this team for us. We don't have Albacete's lineup yet, but we do have Barça's, which would be Joan Garcia, Eric on the right, Araujo, Gerard, Martin, and Cancelo as left back, midfielders, Mar Bernal. Attention. Accompanied by Casado, Frenkie de Jong wouldn't play, according to our friends at Fantasy, which I disagree with. Now we'll analyze the midfield. There we see Bernal, Casado, and they put Ronnie Bargy in the attacking midfield position. I don't really agree. Let's analyze it now. On the right, La Niña, not good. On the left, Marcus Rashford, and up front, Robert Lewandowski. I think this lineup is not the one that's going to happen, but anyway, we have a first call, a first image of what it could be. A Barça that will arrive tomorrow at Albacete Stadium. After having won the last 4 matches, 1-3 this past weekend against Elche, 4-1 against Copenhagen, 3-0 against Oviedo, and 2-4 against Slavia Prague. And that defeat against Real Sociedad seems distant now, but well, it's over. Barça moved past that unlucky match and now has great momentum in both play and results. Barça, leader of the Spanish League and in the top 8 of the Champions League. Like I said, ready to face Albacete tomorrow? How is the second division team approaching this? Well, here is Albacete, the team that eliminated Real Madrid. They're currently 12th in the Hypermotion League table, which is the second division. They've moved up to mid-table because when they eliminated Madrid, they were in the relegation zone, and now they've become an unstoppable team. In fact, here are the stats for Albacete that we're about to see on the screen. An Albacete that's in a fantastic run of form. Look at the matches of Alberto Gonzalez's team, Albacete. Since they knocked out Real Madrid, look, they knocked out Madrid on January 14th, or this stat, they eliminated Real Madrid on January 14th. Beating Madrid isn't easy. They won 3-2 in the round of 16. What has happened since then? Well, watch out. They beat Cadiz 1-0, won 1-0 at Jose Zorrilla against Valladolid, and scored 2-0 against Zaragoza. They haven't conceded a single goal since that night in the match against Madrid. It's incredible. Look, they're coming in strong with 3 consecutive wins in the league, plus the cup win and a draw with Real. They're arriving at a great time and in excellent form. Albacete has eliminated Celta de Vigo and Real Madrid. Be careful, as this team has strong momentum coming in. And now it's time for us to do what we like the most, which is to create our lineup for the match on this screen. I'm positive and humble because I don't want to think about big wins, even though they could happen, because I think Barça is much better, but you have to respect the opponent. And I talk about humility because maybe Real Madrid lacked a bit of respect, and in the end, they paid the price for it. We're going to fight hard. The match is going to be tough. Let's pay attention because the match, family, will be broadcast live on this channel. I'll be alone for tomorrow's match. Ira can't be with us, and I'm going to ask you to go all out. The like button right now, hit the like button because it's time to make our lineup, the key moment of the video. Here we build Barca's squad. In goal, we're going to put Joan Garcia, our goalkeeper. I think there's no doubt, in fact, in the previous rounds, Joan Garcia always played. Okay, although it's true that Ter Stegen did play a match before leaving, Ter Stegen did start one match and then left for Girona. But Joan Garcia against Racing? I want to remember that he was already playing with Barça in this round of the Copa del Rey, the previous one, so we continue with Joan Garcia in goal, on the right back. At first, there are rumors that there might be rotations. Okay, so if I think he can play at right back, I think Koundé will play, even though he finished with some discomfort, but there's a slight chance. But if we speculate, it's better to rest him, right? Because if not, he might relapse. Yes, Eric Garcia, it's better to put in Eric Garcia. Sorry, let's put Eric Garcia here. Because it's going to be better. Because Koundé is coming off some discomfort, and maybe it's a problem to put him in. I agree. Yes. Let's put in Eric Garcia instead, just in case Koundé has a bigger problem, even though he spoke after the match and said he was fine on the left. Let's put in Cancelo. Okay, a little rest for Balde. Cancelo on the left, center-back pairing. Here we're going to put in Gerard Martin, and Ronald Araujo. I think that could work, okay? Let him rest, take care of himself. Or careful. If we want a player with good ball distribution, maybe Pau and Ronald could play. But for now, I like this defense, and I think it's solid, honestly. Midfield, I clearly see Frenkie de Jong. He absolutely has to play the match. No matter what. Accompanied by Marc Bernal. I think Marc Bernal is going to start. I really like this midfield. Bernal, Frenkie, I really like it. Good team. And now in the attacking midfield, Olmo and Fermin are doing very well, but I would put Fermin in. Fermin from the start. There is Fermin as a starter in the attacking midfield. It's a team that plays with a back five. On the right, I would put Alhamid Jamal in from the start, without a doubt, on the left wing. Careful, because at the last minute, Rafinha is going to be out for the match. He finished with some discomfort against Elche, and I think Rafinha doesn't have anything serious. It's confirmed that Rafinha is a player Barça must take great care of. He's very important for the squad. And in principle, Rafinha is going to rest, so seeing that Rafinha stays on the bench, we believe that the best option is Marcus Rashford for the left wing. We'll place Marcus Rashford here, and the center-forward choice is obvious. Robert Lewandowski. We'll put Lewandowski up front, and that's how Barca's starting 11 would look, starting with Joan Garcia, Eric Araujo, Gerard Martin, or Kubarski, although I think maybe Kubarski would fit better for this match. I might doubt between Pau and Gerard, but I'll choose Pau. Cancelo, De Jong, Marc Bernal, Fermin, and up front, Alhamid Jamal, Marcus Rashford, and Robert Lewandowski. I think it's a very good team for the second half. The options of Gerard Martin or Pau Kundevalde, Dani Olmo, Ronnie Bargui, we have Ferran Torres, we also have Casado for the second half. I think some interesting changes are possible. Pedri's absence remains significant, but it shouldn't be a problem to beat Albacete, a rival that, I repeat, has knocked out Real Madrid and Celta de Vigo. What do you think? What team are we putting out at Barça today for tomorrow? This lineup with that last-minute change of Rafinha? Do you think it's a good team or not? Leave it in the comments, hit the like button, and subscribe. See you tomorrow at the Albacete Barça Copa del Rey match, live here on your favorite Barça channel. Today, see you later.